Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I melted for the first half of June 2019, and I just want to show you my nails. I love them. So they're like they're gel nails, and I've got pink, and then on, not that I'm fingering you, on the center nails I've got like this cool silver tape on, let's see if I can get that to focus. Silver tape on just one nail on each hand. I love it. So good. All right. Okay, so to start off with, as you can see before you in front of your eyes at the moment, we have two candles going right now. We have Spooky Vanilla from Bath & Body Works and Vanilla Balsam White Barn, also known as Bath & Body Works. Spooky Vanilla was doing fantastically. It's now almost gone to puny wicks the last 3 burns that I've burnt it, but it hasn't gone that funky smell that we know as kerosene, so that's why it's still being burned. Otherwise this candle should have been gone like long ago, but it's like super puny wicks. And then over here is Vanilla Balsam, and it has been flawless. In fact, like, I almost feel like I have to put the candle out because the wicks get really long, and then they get mushroomy, and I get a little worried, but they're good now. It was just that first half was a little bit wild, but which is like almost unheard of these days with Bath & Body Works. So this one here, Spooky Vanilla, is a typical vanilla scent, and it's not super strong. I'd say I'd give it about a 6 out of 10, whereas Vanilla Balsam kicks butt, and it's more like a 10 out of 10. Super strong. It's a great scent. I believe I have one candle chopped up that I've saved for the fall / winter this year. Balsam, you know, kind of wintry. So anyway, with that being said, let's go on to some of the candles I completed. This didn't originally come with a lid, but this candle is South Beach Suntan. And this is one of my older candles. Right here, a little tiny bit of sitting on this one little side, and I think a little bit, a little tiny bit over here. But generally this thing burned like crazy, and it's the thick glass, same as the ribbed, like original berry waffle cone. It's not the exact ribbedness jar, but it's essentially, it's a thicker, heavier jar. I find that the heavier jars retain the heat or conduct the heat a lot more, therefore it does a really good job of burning. And in general, have had very few, if not none, no issues with these types of jars. So this is flawless. Now, South Beach Suntan is one of my least favorite scents in the world. I think I bought this thinking like I melted it. I burned it once before, years and years ago when I first started buying candles. And I thought I liked it, but then I realized that there's something about Bath & Body Works Suntan that has nothing to do with suntan lotion or sunscreen to me at all. Like, it doesn't smell like either sunscreen or suntan lotion to me. In fact, there's like I don't know, there's a ness about suntan that I don't like, but I know it's a super popular scent. So tons of people out there love it, and that's okay. And that means, I think they pretty much bring this back out every year. I think it's going to be back, if not already. I'm really staying away from SAS. I'm about to move really far away, trying not to move with new things. I'm trying to burn things. I'm trying to melt through my stash. Because let me tell you, once I get to the other end, I'm sure come fall, I'll be like, ooh, now I want to buy. Things like that. Like, I'm really looking forward to the advent calendars this year. I would love to purchase a few different advents and so on. So, but anyway, moving on. I'm just trying to be good. On the other hand, I absolutely adore Copper Coconut. Copper Coconut, to me, the best way I can describe it is a buttery young coconut. It is gorgeous. I do not like the packaging. It's pretty but ugly if you ask me, but then again, I don't really care that much about packaging. It's normally behind a luminary or something. So burned flawlessly, and the throw was like a 9.5 out of 10. There's a really lovely buttery young coconut scent to this, and I love this. It's not suntan by any means, but man, does it ever like, I was gonna say tasty. No, man, don't eat your wax, people. Man, is it ever awesome. The smell is awesome. I know that Brenda over at Pretty Polka Dots, she loves this one as well. So I know it's a favorite of hers. And on a local note for a candle, I picked this one up when I went home to visit my family in the Okanagan. And this is actually from the company company Crush, which they use repurposed wine bottles, 100% soy wax, handcrafted in Kelowna, BC, in the scent champagne. So a 12-ounce soy wax candle. And this is this jar is a cut-off bottle of Burrowing Owl's Chardonnay. And it is a wine that they sell, but I had to stop burning it because I had this burning in my bathroom, and then I went into my bathroom and went, oh, wow. Okay, I could easily have taken this and moved it forward. But I thought to myself, no, you know what? Here's the thing. This gave me very little throw. I love the scent on cold, and when I did hover at a 3 out of 10 kind of throw, I did enjoy it. The soy wax definitely takes about twice as long to burn through, at least in this particular candle, which is not a bad thing. But I took that as a sign that it's not. I'm here to review candles for you. I'm not going to fix a candle and move it forward. I'm going to show you exactly what happens. So unfortunately, this particular one didn't do very well. I probably am not likely to purchase any more in the future, but this was, I'm glad I tried it. You know, it was in a place that sold one of my favorite liquids, wine, and I thought, when in Rome, let's go buy a candle based on a wine stuff. And I believe too that some of the certain proceeds of that sale went to a fund for the owls in the Okanagan Valley. So that was kind of cool too. So I felt like I was, doing something good. All right, on to the wax I didn't complete, but I did melt some. I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Okay, so real talk, folks. I love this one on cold. It is fantastic. It was probably my favorite. Couldn't wait to bust the sucker open to melt this when I got home. Picked this up with my friend Ramona when we did our little trip through Texas, and love it on cold. It is too sweet and ooey gooey for me. If you love coffee scents, where coffee is the back burner and more caramel type scents come forward, then this Cafe au Lait by Swan Creek Candle Company is definitely up your alley. It would be up your alley. And these are huge chunks. Just look at the difference. You can split these in half. And I got a great throw from of course. Something I'm not really partial to. I will finish this, but I'm not partial to it. It threw a 12 out of 10. It lasted all day. I only just picked this up. I've had it in my possession since the 16th of April. So they're fairly new. It is a soy wax blend. So they say that soy wax melts should be melted within the first year. So this is fairly fresh. Threw me out of the house. But sadly, I don't think I'll repurchase this particular scent. And I'm so sad because even smelling it cold, I smelled it right before I showed it to you guys. It smells amazing. But then when it, when you melt it, melts can be slightly different or very, very altering. And I just found this one to be too ooey gooey for me. I would not be repurchasing this in the future. But again, if you love coffee, as a back note, I would say get something like that. All right, so oh, no, I'm not. These are items I haven't completed. I purchased this anything you see from Super Tarts with the little swoosh, little check means I purchased this on Wax Wednesday, which is generally in and around sometime in November, and everything on our site's 20 or 25%, I can't remember. So this is from a while ago. I'm trying to pull out the melts and I know they're older. This is I received this in my possession on the 13th day of December, 2017. That's how my country / what I do for work. That's how we write our dates. I know everyone's different. So 2 more pieces left. Super Tarts, less is more. And I find that with Super Tarts, I just need 1 cube. Whereas something like Sensationals, to get the same throw I get from something like this, from Super Tarts, I need 2 of something like Better Homes or Sensationals. Anyway, so happy birthday. The smallest writing in the face of the freaking planet. Fluffy buttercream, icing, sweet strawberry filling, and white birthday cake. Wow, that's tiny. Anyway, I love this. I have blended this with I have blended this with some of the things we're about to talk about with Magically Delicious. I've done it on my own, on its own. I think I still have another clam of this, which I want to do some more blending down the road. It was really good. I'm so glad I had this. It would definitely be repurchased in the future, but this will continue to go into my melting basket for the rest of the month and see if I can get through them. Like I said, my goal is to really get through my wax. Sensationals Magnolia. Picked this up while I was in the States with Ramona. I have two pieces left in the clam, and like I just mentioned, I actually melt 2 of these at a time per warmer, whereas Super Tarts, I only do 1 because it's so strong. So this is a fairly new one, but that's generally the rule I have of my rule of thumb for Sensationals and Better Homes and Gardens for my warmers, my home. So this is really nice. It's on the border of being too floral, but it is just right. And you know what? I melted this one exclusively in my bedroom, but I bet you I could probably mix it with some things, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I've only got 2 cubes left. I'll probably forget about that. But if you are not sure of florals, I tend to really not like florals much, but when it comes to white flowers like magnolias, oh goodness, there's a few different ones. But anyway, it's for some reason white flowers seem to be a lot less potent to my nose, and I find more success with those. So I would definitely repurchase this if I could. This is Magnolia from Sensationals, a USA exclusive. And I'm trying to get through this. This was a whole loaf, and I'm slowly but surely getting there. From Vintage Chic Scents, $1 Million Mermaid Embeds and the Winged Mermaid Overpour. Again, for those of you who don't know, I know some of you asked me about that. So what this was a loaf, and the embeds were like shapes that she put within the big pan loaf that were solid wax of this scent, which I'll read to you. And then she pours over the whole thing in that loaf pan with the Winged Mermaid. That would be the overpour. So then we've got fresh ocean water, sea berries, bergamot, white musk, and shimmering blue lagoons, salty sea air, and coconut overpour. This is wonderful. I exclusively melt this in my bathroom, and I love it. Okay, on to some of the clams I completed. Oops, as I'm leaning Tower of Pisa here. As I've just mentioned about Magically Delicious, also purchased at Wax Wednesday. This is Lucky Charms cereal. It's a super sweet marshmallow amazing treat. This is great. I find that I've actually, I'll do this one too. I've already, like I said, mixed this one with Happy Birthday, but I've also mixed it with Lucky Lemons. And Lucky Lemons, again from Super Tarts, is lemon curd mixed with our Lucky Charms. HB Magically Delicious. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. These 2 together were fantastic. On their own, they're fantastic. This one's definitely not your cleaner lemon. It's definitely a creamy, if you like Princess of Monaco, and I don't mind dropping those names. If you like Princess of Monaco from Vintage Chic Scents and you can't get your hands on it because they don't stock it, give Lucky Lemons a try. It's pretty creamy, but it makes it even creamier when you mix the Magically Delicious with it. Again, less is more with Super Tarts. I only need 1 little square per melter. Then I went through the Blackberry Jam and Lemon Curd from the Bathing Garden, and this is described as tart ripe blackberry is layered with delicious London lemon curd. So this is lovely. With Bathing Garden, I generally melt 2 cubes per warmer, and again you can see like this is older, September 14th of 2017. I've had it for a while. I'm trying to use up the things I have for so long. This was really nice. The blackberry was lovely, the lemon was lovely. It was a perfectly balanced blend. The lemon did not take over, which it can do very easily because lemon is more of a dominant scent. So I would definitely repurchase this in the future. Yeah, that was really nice. Okay, so some shots, some Rainbow Melts shots. These are older. Oh, let's picking things up. These are older. So guys, look at that. June 30th, 2017. Satsuma Lemonade. This was in her lemonade sampler. I think this is one of the first samplers I ever purchased from her. She did lemonade, and then she did a fizzy, and like when I first really started getting into melts. So she poured this in June 30th, 2017. This is beautiful. Rainbow Melts lasts forever. personal experience. 3-year-old waxed in the past. It throws like crazy. You can split this in quarters or thirds or whatever, and it's so strong, and it lasts a long time. This was lovely. It actually reminded me, like it says, Satsuma lemonade. It actually kind of yes, tart lemon, but it reminds me of the Sweet Tarts candy, like the little hard candies that you crunch. Fizzy Volcano, which is Fizzy Pop and Fruity Volcano. I don't know what the volcano type is. I know everyone tries to dupe it. This is just a really nice, lovely, fruity scent. I really enjoyed this. I would, if I was in the market to purchase, I should say, and she did another fizzy or another lemonade sampler, I definitely purchase it. White Tea Pear Fizz, again from her fizzy sampler from back in July 2017. White Tea Juicy Pear Fizzy Pop. The Juicy Pear is a little on the low side, which I would have loved to have a little bit more pear. Because the Fizzy Pop in most anything dominates. When you have fizzy anything, the fizzy does tend to dominate. Then I'd say that there's definitely white tea. And Juicy Pear, I just wish came out just a little bit more. Just a smidgen would be good. So there's that. And now we're on to the bagged items that I completed. Okay, we finished the pink sugar and gourmet sugar cookies. This is a huge cookie that was like this thick. I mean, I got 8 to 10 melts out of it. I guess I cut into even slices. And I love this. It was very cool. It looked really like a cookie. It was fantastic. The only complaint I had with this is that the pink color, the dye used on the icing portion of the cookie ended up sinking to the, once it's melted, it sinks to the bottom, and it turns all my white melters were like hot pink. So it just took a little elbow grease to get rid of the stain on my jars. But otherwise, that's the only complaint I had. It's not a big one. This was poured in January 2018. Loved this one. It was so good. Her sugar cookie scents are amazing. And from Myra and Kyla, I'm just going to see if I get everything here. Myra and Kyla, I've got the next 4 things they sent to me. Juicy Citrus and Sea Salt by Yankee Candle. This is fantastic. I really enjoy this. Very yummy. I think a great balance. For the Juicy Citrus, I got more of a grapefruit, and then the sea salt. Really enjoyed this. Through really, really well. And another one that did very well and just right up my alley with scents is American Home. And that is Perfect Margarita. This was gorgeous. Like, I love a margarita and a lime margarita. Hello, fantastic. It was strong, really, really good. Lasted a long time in my warmers. Then this one here, we've got Eucalyptus and Mint Leaf from Sonoma. This was a clamshell with 6 different pieces, like most clamshells would have. I didn't find this to be very strong at all. I melted this one specifically in my bathroom, and I didn't find that it threw very well. It kind of got lost, which I almost scratched my head, because between eucalyptus and mint, normally those two would be very dominant. But unfortunately, this one just didn't do very well, but I did melt all 6 cubes to give it a shot. And I wouldn't purchase that one, but the other ones were really good. The Cherry Blossom from Kringle Wax Melt was actually really nice in my bedroom. It's not really a scent that I like. Like, it's not like florals I don't normally go for on a regular basis, but this was really nice in my bedroom, and it did very well in my bedroom as well. So that was very nice. Then we have 2 things. When I purchased from Super Tarts their Wonka box, which I thought was so awesome. And I thought Brandy did such a great job with how creative she was with what the shapes look like based on the movie, different things. It just, overall, I was just so tickled. And I mean, you guys, if you're not in the States, you understand how much it costs for shipping. A box like that to be sent to me almost cost me as much as the wax inside. Like dollars and cents difference. The conversion from Canadian to American for the wax, and then the shipping to send it to me was literally dollars and cents, a few dollars more. Or a few dollars less to send it, but it's still very expensive. So I have to really want something. I know I've got great friends. I just don't want to use them too much. They're always good. I have a couple of people who are awesome, great friends, and they're always like, yeah, no, you can send stuff to me, but I always feel bad too. So, but long short of it is, I decided I wanted this one because I wanted the box. I wanted the experience to open everything and sort of see what she did. And, you know, because it's nice to get something, you know, that you can experience full on for yourself. All right, so first off, we have Everlasting Gobstopper, which truly looked like the gobstopper they gave her in the movie. It was unreal. I remember even saying this when I unboxed the items, that this was so authentic looking. So Everlasting Gobstopper is described as blackberry, rock candy, and vanilla bean ice cream. This was nice. I will say that it's literally rock candy. I did not get much blueberry, and to be perfectly honest, vanilla bean ice cream, I don't get any of that because it just gets overpowered by the rock candy. I liked it a lot. It was quite a large piece. I melted the whole piece, but I probably could have split it in half and put it into 2 different areas. It kicked butt with strength. It did really, really well. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would purchase it again now. That there's a whole collection now on her website, so you can get that on her website, no problem. Fizzy Lifting Drink. Fizzy Lifting Drink is described as fizzy pop and lemon curd. This is gorgeous, bright, cheerful, lovely. Downfall on this, as you can see, I think the glitters that are stuck. I don't know if you can see can sort of see some of the glitters in here. They're still stuck to the bottom of my warmers, my wax warmers that I had them in. And I've scrubbed and I've scrubbed and I've done Mr. Clean. I've done like about 4 different things to try to get rid of them. I think at this point it's just a matter of time when I melt other things and it lifts when I, you know, freezer method to get rid of stuff. I think it'll eventually go away, but it's I don't like that kind of glitter. I don't mind the chunky glitter that normally just pops out with my wax because I'm a freezer disposer of wax. That did not make sense. But anyway, so I don't appreciate these little like dustings of sprinkles because it's still in my warmer, and I think I melted this near the beginning of June, and I'm filming this right down the middle. So anyway, that is what I have been melting for the first half of June. It's not super a lot, but it's a bit, and I'm feeling pretty good. And I've only got a month and a half, you guys. Like, we haven't got our date yet for our pack and our load and our move day yet, but it's likely we'll be on the road, possibly, really hoping for August 1st. So that means I gotta put all my stuff away and say goodbye and hope the heck that it all lasts and makes it out to Halifax, Nova Scotia without melting in the middle of August. That should be interesting. But at the same time, I don't really care. It is wax after all, and it, you know, as much as I might just be a little bit disappointed in that, I'll just chop up the pieces anyway. Wax will melt down. I don't need to have them in pretty little pieces and such. So I will figure it out when the time comes. Hopefully we won't have to go there. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.